Matcha Ravioli, formerly known as Forza Horizon Shorts, is a gaming YouTuber that creates many entertaining gaming commentaries. His content was enjoyed by thousands, but however, recent drama has sent Matcha down a massive downfall, with him going from 75,000 subscribers to only 1.5k subscribers. How did such a horrific downfall happen? From poor treatment of his viewers, to ignoring the conflict and even the massive discovery of a faked identity, this is the rise and fall of Matcha Ravioli. On March 3rd, 2020, Macho had gone to create his first channel, called Matcha Ravioli. Originally, he planned for his channel to just be random uploads of him doing funny things in video games so he could share those moments with his friends, and didn't expect it to get much attention. He would start creating small Monster House related memes about his avatar character, Chowder. They were, interesting to say the least, but still the start of a legend nonetheless. However, that period of his channel didn't last long, and those videos didn't exactly do so well either. Macho then did a massive speedrun of Cars Race-O-Rama with nearly no editing or commentary, before starting to post some memes of him playing car games and messing around with cars in Fortnite. After those videos, he would decide to make a turn right to go left meme using Forza Horizon gameplay. This video was just supposed to be a joke he could share with his friends, but something very unexpected happened. This video completely blew up and went on to surpass 1 million views. So Macho did what anyone else would have done in that situation and continued to make Forza Horizon memes, using his own gameplay. Macho was finally starting to find his footing, and his channel was now actively growing throughout quarantine. However, while Macho loved playing card games and making meme videos about them, Macho didn't just want to make short memes for the entire duration of his channel, and decided to try making gaming videos with commentary. He started playing lots of different games, turning them into short little videos, some even with his friends. He went on to play games most would never dare to touch, such as Race with Ryan. Some of those videos did extremely well, however, most barely amassed over 8,000 views. Even if the videos were super entertaining, Macho had to face a fact. These gaming videos just weren't doing as well as the Forza ones. The only thing people seemed to come to his channel for was his Forza shorts, and even though Forza was a fun game, there wasn't enough video material in him to continue making these shorts. It didn't help that Forza Horizon 5, the newly released Forza game, had received lots of backlash and hate. So Macho made the decision to make a new channel where he could have a wider variety of gaming videos. He changed the old channel's name to Forza Horizon Shorts and gave his new channel a brand new, completely original name, Matcha Ravioli. After uploading a few of his best videos from his old channel, Macho began to make lots of more original gameplay commentaries with himself and his friends. He even ended up doing frequent live streams to interact with his now small community. And that is where things stand as of today, with his current sub count only at 1.5k. However, due to Macho's interactions with his community, some recent controversial discoveries have been made that will undoubtedly lead to the sudden demise of Matcha Ravioli's channel. This is where the downfall begins. On August 23rd, 2022, Matcha Ravioli would release a video using clips from an unturned livestream he did several weeks prior. The main idea of the video was for Macho and his friends to be divided into two teams, and whichever one won would win $5. Then on August 25th, 2022, Matcha Ravioli would go live and host a livestream listening party to the hit album Songs to Make Dogs Happy. Why am I mentioning this? Well, keep notes of these two events, because they become very important later on. You see, this video and this stream weren't just any events. They were the key events that would pave way for the downfall of Matcha Ravioli. Macho Ravioli was having another relaxing stream night, playing a beta test version of an upcoming Shovelware Studios game, and listening to one of the greatest albums of all time, Songs to Make Dogs Happy. It was a regular Macho Ravioli stream, with the chat being chaotic as usual, but something wasn't right. You see, the album Macho was listening to was called Songs to Make Dogs Happy, but that appeared to be having an opposite effect. While Macho was only being annoyed just enough to skip a few of the songs, other individuals were having issues of their own with the album. Albie, a well-known member of the Macho Ravioli community, mentioned that his dog was hearing the music and was, indeed, having the opposite effect the album promised. Song sounds bad, my dog is sad and dying. Nobody really took notice of this message. However, Albie's problem only got worse. These are literally the kinds of songs they play in an insane asylum. And then, the worst of the worst happened. My dog is physically depressed and dead. Despite this, the music continued, and eventually, Albie would almost lose their dog. Macho, stop! My dog is gonna jump! Now, if you're wondering how reliable this Albie guy really is, well, we're friends, so he should definitely be telling the truth. I mean, I've never met him in real life before, but he used to have a picture of a dog as his profile picture, so, we can definitely trust him. Allegedly, in their view of the stream, Pure Miner claims his finger was bitten off by his dog during the stream, only adding fuel to the fire. Everyone took notice of these incidents quickly and started trying to sue and cancel Macho on the spot, as he just wouldn't listen and wouldn't turn off the music. However, Macho's reaction to the cancellations was equally awful.
Happy. Guys, do not start hashtag sue Macho Ravioli. That is instant ban. That's instant ban from YouTube.
Some tried to defend him by just saying that he didn't want to get cancelled, as being cancelled is quite painful, but it really doesn't matter. It is truly saddening to see how he wants to just ignore this incident and just cover it up like that. A man lost a finger, and another one lost one of his best friends. This is completely horrible, but Macho has done very well at covering this incident up. Speaking of the incident, I recently interviewed Albie on Discord about the tragedy, and he explained that he is still indeed very shaken about the death of Dog 1. The interview went as follows. His name was Dog 1. He was a loser and had no friends, but I miss him. He was a victim of the August 2022 Macho incident. He took him away! It is certainly a huge tragedy, and one that will quickly be forgotten due to obscurity. Rest in peace, Dog 1. At the very least, a simple apology from Macho would surely fix things, right? But unfortunately, to this day, Macho has still not apologized for this. Can we ever forgive him for this? I mean, we are talking about actual casualties after all. Well, maybe, but this incident is barely even scratching the surface. Much to my shock, this was just one of the first of many controversial incidents. Remember the unturned video I was talking about earlier? Remember how I mentioned in the video, Macho promised he would give a whopping $5 to the winning team? Well, hidden deep within the comment section of the video, a discovery was made. That's right, Macho never even gave them the $5. Not only did Macho ignore a horrible incident, he also lied and scammed some of the best people in the world to him, his friends. And what was Macho's response to this? Keeping it quiet. Of course, Macho, trying to cover up another incident. That was $5 whole promised to this poor lad that were never received. $5 is a lot of money, you know. I mean, think about it. Logan the Board may be starving right now because he didn't give them those $5. He might not even have a house anymore. It's awful to think about promising someone this much money and then never going through with it. The only thing saving Macho from getting in huge legal trouble is his small fan base. If he were Mr. Beast and he did this, the internet would be all over it. Yet again, another instant Macho Ravioli has covered up. However, if you thought the controversy ended here, unfortunately, it only gets worse. After the dog album stream, everyone hopped back onto the Macho Ravioli Discord to pay respects for Albie's dog and chat about Macho's outro. But somehow, through the craziest of the night, three men who still live in their parents' basements, 3 men who discuss Cars lore and if cars can have sex, created a theory plausible enough that Macho himself would have to step in and completely shatter everything everyone knew about it. And that theory was this. Pierre had a theory Macho isn't real. Me and Steve said yes, being controlled by Shy or other one. I have more evidence. We've not once seen Macho hand or face. Shy girl uses voice changer and switches up the bad mic when talking. Macho's monotone voice sounds oddly like a Bob. Macho Roblox account is called Edgerine account. Quite odd. Think about this. All of this actually adds up. Could Macho's friend Shy Girl really be the man we've been discussing? We had the theory and evidence all into place. All we needed was a response. Oh. Yeah, he's probably talking about the hand reveal in the Unturned video. Well, that ruins our theory. Except, did Macho forget to consider the obvious? No. Real hand reveal. Okay, well, there is an easy alternative to that response. How are we supposed to know that's his real hand? And what do you know? We just might have hit on the nail. His response? That is true. Could he be confirming our theory? Oh, Macho is in that weather right now. Why pretend to be someone else when you could be yourself? Now that I think about it, Macho and Shy are quite similar and even type similar. Maybe that's why she couldn't join the stream. Because Macho, aka Shy, didn't want to do it in my voice today, so just used the voice changer. Who also knows Macho and Shy have never talked over each other. I may be wrong, but I sort of agree they barely talk when Macho is saying a sentence. No, I can explain. This is fake. Ah, but can you? The evidence is at the table. Macho can't hide. Macho better be making that apology video. No. This is all faked. Macho Ravioli equals real. Still confident about that, huh? Where's the evidence, man? It was at this point in time, Shy Girl finally joined the conversation. Funny how she came online now of all times while Macho was defending himself, huh? You know Shy Girl has a strange movement in Roblox? When she was pretending to be Macho, she used an AI to play for her. How'd you guys know? No. Look, we're both online. Not getting me canceled here today! Of course you guys are both online, because you're using 2 screens. Or, well, they could also very well be using a phone and PC at the same time. And then Shy tries to prove that they're not the same by saying a picture of the Beatles? Well, I mean, Macho's also say he's a Beatles enjoyer, so, Macho also say he likes the Beatles. Yeah, I took it for him. Can confirm. You mean you took it for yourself, right, Shy? Also, I should probably point out at this point in time, when Shy started talking, Macho stopped. We all tried to get Macho to apologize for this, but Macho or Shy Girl didn't respond to any of this. However, they were still lurking from afar. Just then, Macho made a return as Shy Girl went silent. No, this is all false information. However, this time, Macho never followed up with that, thus never giving us any proof that any of this was indeed false information. Except if we go by the fact this theory is true, then Macho, or to be more exact, Shy Girl, responded and continued the conversation. Okay, fine. I'll come clean. My internet handle isn't really Shy Girl. It's Winnie the Pooh! Now, this isn't exactly an apology for lying to us, but it's definitely a start. And Shy responds to Steve O'Brien's message with this, a hand reveal. Now, many of you will notice the hand in this picture is different from the hand in the Unturned video. Now, here's where we're presented with a few possibilities. 1, the hand in the Unturned vid was Shy's just with shorter nails, or 2, it could have been someone else's hand, and this image is indeed her real hand. However, I did some digging and found out something else. Take a look at this. Seems familiar, huh? Definitely not a photoshopped image. So, what do you have to say for yourself now? That's very interesting. Looks very familiar, huh? It's... yes. Guys, we're 2 different people. Stop the cap! Prove it. We have yet no proof. It was at this time, Macho Ravioli or Shy Girl's alt just came in with yet more news. I have proof. Leg reveal. Okay, this image almost made me burst out laughing. First it seemed obvious that Shy was just standing next to a mannequin, but then I realized, what was the trumpet doing there? Then Pierre also added that this whole image didn't even make sense. Wait, why are you staying on the chair, Macho? And why is half of your feet off the chair? I'm so very confused about this image now. Now we were all very confused. Then Shy's main responded with, okay, I respond with clarification for why I was there. Macho was sitting on a tall stool and used the chair as instrument storage and to rest his feet on. I was sitting on a different stool and we were taking a break from our jobs to chat. Obviously part of this is a lie. Shy just took a picture with another coworker. Also, job? Take note of this for later observation. Macho then confirms that he was also there, obviously. Funny how they always seem to be together. And elaborating on the job thing, Shy Macho confirms they work at a trumpet factory. Things aren't adding up here. Now, after Shy tries to convince me one last time that they're two different people, our intense discussions slow us to a halt. I'd like to point out, however, that at this point, no matter what Shy or Macho say, they have nothing that could say to change my mind. However, for those of you that still aren't convinced, let's talk about a few more sketchy details. First, I'd like to point out that things aren't really adding up anymore. See, when Shy's main first joined, she claimed that she was, doing karaoke at the pub, right? But then when they claimed they work at a trumpet factory, and that doesn't seem to make sense. You see, these two things could be plausible in both happening, but I'd like to add another clip from the Dog album stream.
Steve O'Brien, Shy Girl cannot join. She's at college now. Very sad moment.
Now, how is it that Shy Girl could be in college visiting a pub, which I'd like to mention she only said was doing minutes after the stream ended, and working at the trumpet factory? Well, some might say Shy could be very well doing all three, but my loss of sanity has led me to believe Shy's lying about all three of these too. Plus, I need to put more controversy in this video, so give me a break, guys. Second, Shy has said in a stream before that she's not that good at playing games where you fight real people, however fairly good at fighting AI games. Now obviously Shy Girl wouldn't be talented enough to play games on both the Macho Ravioli account and her main account, so how is she doing it? Easy, having an AI play on her main while she manages Macho. This does bring up another question though. How does Shy do the Macho voice? We already kind of mentioned this earlier, but in case you weren't paying attention, we know Shy doesn't exactly have a great mic. In fact, it seems quite possible that she may even be using a microwave as her mic. As for Macho, many seem to have noticed that Macho has a fairly monotone voice, thus implying his voice very well could be a text-to-speech or AI-generated voice. This may also just be the Shy using a voice changer, but the fact they both talk similar definitely adds to this theory. Finally, they always seem to be online, at least most of the time, or at the same time. They're also never talking over each other, and when they have, it's probably pre-recorded. I found that very interesting, almost as if they are indeed the exact same person. To conclude this video, let's recap everything we've learned today. First, Macho Ravioli used to have a more popular channel but moved to a smaller one so he could make content he enjoyed more. Second, when Albie's dog was dying, Macho ignored the chat and tried to cover the incident up. Macho has had his chance to stop the music, but he continued playing it throughout the stream, thus making him a murderer. Macho also scammed his friend Logan the board, and it can be inferred that he is no longer with us because I'm sure that he was counting on those $5. And finally, Steve O'Brien, Albie, and Pierre Minor were able to discover that Shy Girl and Macho are almost definitely the same person. Come on, Shy Girl, why pretend to be someone else when you can just be yourself? It really saddens me to see such a legend turn into such a liar. Now, I didn't want to do this, but he or she is left no choice. We must now march all the way onto Twitter and tweet Macho is over party and try to cancel him. It's the only way to solve problems these days, so we might as well use Twitter in this situation as well. Hopefully we don't encounter any Macho stands there. They won't have much longer anyway. You know, they say you either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become the villain, and well, I think Macho has lived long enough, which is exactly why Albie on Disfork has decided to do a John Wick and kill Macho's dog Spot. Yeah. Like I said, I really hope Macho, or Shy Girl will apologize to all of us for the mistakes she's made. It's okay to be yourself, Shy Girl. You don't have to hide as macho anymore. You don't have to be a shy girl anymore. At the end of the day, huge mistakes are made that may never be able to be forgiven. And who do we blame for this? Likely Shy Girl, but what if our theories are wrong? What if Shy Girl isn't responsible for this? What if someone else is behind this despicable mastermind? Could it be Logan the Board, one of Macho's other friends? Or what if there's something we missed entirely? What if we skimmed over some crucial information? What if there's a greater power at work here? What if none of even our wildest theories are correct? What if Macho isn't even a person? Could there really be another possibility? Could there And with that said, this has been Meaningful, giving 100% real information, and this is all just a joke. Or is it? Thank you all for watching this epic documentary. Huge thanks to Peter Miner, Albie, and all of the other epic people on the Macho Ravioli Discord that made this video possible. Seriously, thank you guys. And a special thanks to Macho Ravioli and Shy Girl for existing, because if they didn't, I'd probably still be in crippling depression right now. I had a blast working on this video, and honestly, it's been one of the most fun projects I've ever worked on. If this video does well, I may end up making a more serious video essay channel, but those are plans for the future. Anyways, be sure to subscribe.